How can all women be beautiful if there's all of these things out there to try to change us into something more beautiful? You know, it's a little contradictory. And also, bottom line, why do we need to be beautiful? Why does it matter?
It's LeahMouseVlog, LeahMouseVlog, it's LeahMouse's vlog.
I'm having a thought, Barbosa. Hi. How are you? Good. Well, unless you said something bad, in which case, oh, sorry. That sucks. I guess this qualifies as a pajama talk because, like, I got pajamas, a little ghost don't look at me t-shirt, retro Mario, gotta love it, and hot pink Hello Kitty pajama pants. I have too many pajama pants and yet not enough at the same time. I actually had a plan for this one, but it's late. I'm about to go to bed and it seems stupid. And, well, I got impatient and I just wanted to talk about it now. It would have worked better with the plan. Basically, I fell prey to one of those Facebook ads that you see a lot, you know, about, hey, try this foundation. It's amazing. It's not like any other foundation in the entire world ever. And then you scroll down and you see 8 more ads just like it from different companies. It's amusing, actually. I don't know how people keep falling for this stuff, but I did. Okay, so I guess I didn't really fall for it so much as my face has been splotchy. I don't know if it's a residual maskne. Like, I've always been prone to breakouts my entire life. I mean, I think I started getting acne when I was like 10, and I didn't even know what it was. I had to ask my cousin one time when we were at my grandma's house for some kind of holiday or something, and she was older than me, and I'm the youngest cousin in my whole family, which is great. I've always been the baby, so, and the only child, so I'm spoiled rotten. But anyway, so I remember asking my cousin who was older, and she was a teenager at the time, and I was like, what are these little red things on my face? Like, what is this? And she's like, oh, those are zits. And I'm all, what's a zit? What is this? Something I should be worried about? What is it? And so she explained pimples and zits and, you know, acne to me and stuff. And I was just like, okay. Didn't care at the time. I cared later when my entire face looked like a pepperoni pizza. Yeah, I cared. It was annoying. So that really sucked. And then it didn't go away when it was supposed to. You know, puberty, acne. Apparently I just have one of those things. And apparently my dad struggled with acne as well. So I don't know if it's genetic. It must be. Mom never said anything about struggling with acne, but I have my dad's, well, I have half of my dad's genes, so I guess that makes sense. But yeah, so, I mean, like, my whole life, I've struggled with acne and breakouts and stuff like that. Like, for some of the time, my skin was all right. And I mean, all right. It was never like, yeah, finally. Ooh, my computer just went dim. So sorry about that. But anyway, but even when it was like, okay, and I was like happy with it and it was relatively clear, I still got breakouts. Like, when I sit like this, I would sit like this. Like, you know, some kind of prop. But I remember my dermatologist a long time ago. Yeah, I had a dermatologist when I was like 12 because it was so bad. It was so freaking bad. They made me use, Retin-A cream or something like that. We had to keep it in the fridge and we had to apply it with this little spatula thing. Oh, those were the days. I'm not even going to get into all that. But yeah, I struggled hard. I struggled freaking hard with acne, right? So he told me that a pimple will form basically whenever it wants to, but if you really want to help it along, pressure and oil, it does it. So if you sit like with your chin rested on the palm, like you're putting oil into your skin and applying pressure, you're going to break out right there. So when I sit like this, it's like, I don't care if a pimple forms right here. You know what I mean? So I need to prop my head up, but I'm not going to do this because, you know, I don't want to make it worse. So that's why I sit like this, or if I prop up back here. That's why I do that. It's a learned thing for many, many years of breakouts on my face. So anyway, this isn't how this was supposed to start, but here we are. So most of my adult life, I've struggled with acne stuff, right? And it's just been bad the last couple of years. It's bugging me. It's ticking me off. So the Facebook ad, right? Here's the thing. If I wear foundation, if I wear makeup on my face that isn't just eye makeup, I've never been a foundation person. Like in videos that I've made doing makeup, or things that you've seen where I've been wearing makeup, it's always just been eye makeup. Occasionally I would wear concealer if I had a particularly blotchy spot or something I wanted to cover up, but I've never been like a full face foundation person. And I don't know why. I think it's just not something I've ever been interested in, but especially now, I need foundation. I don't need it, I guess, but it would be nice some days to just like not go out looking like I'm a budding teenager just going through puberty. Pop, 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 pop. Like, it's not easy to see on the phone, but in real life, I mean, look at this. It's red. I've got bumpies. It's not pretty. Like, it's not great. My skin is just not great, and it kind of bugs me sometimes just because. So the problem with wearing foundation, which is what most people do, they cover up redness with foundation, right? Every time I've tried to do that, oh my God, it makes it so much worse. It makes it so much worse. It does not matter if I wash it off, within a due time. Like if I wear it, go out, come back, and it's only been like a few hours, or if I just do it before bed or whatever, it doesn't matter. It's like it cooks while it's on there. The second I put foundation or any makeup on here, it just starts festering, and it's like, hoo hoo, new food, new fuel for more pimples, ha 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 ha, and it just turns into this supervillain thing on my face, and it just makes it 20 times worse when I wipe off foundation. I just have a new smattering of crap on my face right afterwards or the next day or whatever, so it really freaking sucks. When people are like, oh, your face looks broken out, just like wear makeup. Duh, just like cover it up with makeup. That's like what everybody does. That's what makeup is for. Well, it makes it worse. So if it makes it worse and then I put more makeup on because it's worse, it's going to be worse than that. And it's a never ending cycle. You see, it's just, it's not a complex. It bothered me when I was a teenager and a little bit in my early 20s. But at this point, I don't care. It's just my face. Everybody has facial imperfections. Well, some people are just blessed and they don't, and screw them. But it's, whatever. So, okay. I'm long-winded. I'm getting to the point, I promise. I guess this whole video is the point. It's just kind of a discussion on beauty in general. So this is a topic. This is a thing. This is relevant. Okay. So the Facebook ad thing. Okay, so I saw one of those thingies that was like, ooh, yes, we have the best foundation in the world. It's a miracle. It's like so brilliant. It's so perfect. And you'll never need another foundation again. And if you don't love it, you can return it and you don't have to pay for it. I was like, okay, fine. I'll take your stupid little quiz and get it matched to my skin tone and just pay for shipping and return it if I don't like it. And if I keep it after 14 days, you can charge me whatever. Okay, so originally the idea was I was going to talk about this while trying out the foundation. Again, it's late. I'm about to go to bed. I'm still leery about putting foundation on my face because it's going to break out 20 times more. I have to work tomorrow. I don't feel like putting it on and then washing it right back off. If I put it on, and risk having it make me break out more, I at least want it to be for a purpose and not just for a video right before I go to bed so I can wash it off again. You know what I mean? I do have it in the package in there. I will say I'm not thrilled with the packaging that it came in because it was like, return it if you don't love it and don't pay for it thing. Well, do you think they sent a return label? Did they send even a piece of paper with their information or how to return it? No, you just open up the box and the product's in there. So, I mean, there might be instructions on the website, but I feel like that's not very user-friendly. And I feel like it's just sort of a trap. Like, well, nobody's going to bother to try to figure out how to return it. So, we can just charge everybody because everybody's going to be too lazy or too stupid to figure out how to send it back. Because, I mean, like a postage paid return label is kind of standard when it comes to like send it back if you don't like it thing. Like it just seems, I don't know, or at least some instructions on how to do so, or something, something. So I wasn't pleased with that. So I'm pretty sure I'm just going to get charged for it and that'll be the end of things, but whatever. I was thinking about all these ads that I see because, that I saw that one and I'm like, why? Why? Like, why? Like, why? Why should I care about the world's best foundation? Why should I care about the world's best acne product? Why should I care about Shaper Mint undergarments that hide my fat? Why should I care about not hiding my fat and being myself by just buying plus size clothing? Which, I'm sorry, but in this, I don't think I'm plus size. I really don't think that I'm plus size. You guys have seen my body, okay? I'm not gonna get up and model for you or anything like that, but I'm 127 pounds and I'm 5'2", and my boobies are a little bit big, but other than that, like, I'm sorry, but I don't think I qualify as plus size. Yet I see a lot of ads, a lot of clothing ads catered towards plus size people in my feed, and I see all those fat hiding undergarment things like the Shaper Mints and the Spanx and all that shit. And according to Victoria's Secret, apparently I'm plus size. So they don't get my business and they're rude anyway. So whatever. So it got me thinking, I always see all these freaking ads and I'm sure females, you do too. Maybe some dudes do too. I don't know. All I can speak for is my gender because they send out ads, for certain demographics. And if it's like it's a female between this age and this age, this is where this ad needs to be shown because it probably applies to them, right? So if apparently you're a 38-year-old female, you are plus size, have bad skin, need makeup, but also need to stay the same size and just buy clothes that fit you because you're plus size, but you also need to buy clothes to hide your fat underneath the clothes that you buy to fit you, but you also need a dietary plan. I get ads for diets all the time. Those stupid thing, I can't remember the name of the one, but it just sounded god awful. Like it's Noom. I see the Noom ads all the time. And workout, exercise things and stuff. It's like, okay, so what do you want me to do? First of all, I am not overweight and I'm not plus size. So I'll grant you the skin problems. I will grant you the skin problems. That's fine. But that's another thing. Anyway, so, okay, I'm not plus size, but what do you want me to do with that? Even if I were plus size, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? What am I supposed to do according to society? Am I supposed to suck it in and cover it up with the body shapewear crap? Am I supposed to just be beautiful at the size that I am and just buy clothes that show off my bountiful beauty and not care what anyone thinks? Am I supposed to go on a diet and exercise to get rid of it? See, it's conflicting. It's conflicting. What? You're beautiful how you are, but here's ways to hide it or change it. But how you are is fine. But in case you want to hide it or change it and be beautiful this way too, it just confuses me. It confuses me. First of all, it brings me to what I think is the most important question, which is the question that I have, because none of this affects me. I go to the gym regularly with JJ. That is to strengthen my back muscles so that I'm not in a wheelchair in 5 years because my back sucks. Okay. That's for my own personal health. I mean, am I losing a little weight because of it? Yes. Cool. I don't really care either way. That definitely wasn't the goal, but it's kind of nice, I guess. I don't know. My pants, I have to keep pulling them up all the time, so that's kind of annoying. But now here's my thing with the gym thing. This is going to sound really judgy, and I definitely don't mean it to be. It's just an observation. I'm incredibly... I don't know what the word for it would be. I mean, I'm logical, yes, but I feel like there's a better word to describe how I see things. I just kind of see things as matter of fact. I don't have an opinion really either way. I'm not like, sometimes I say things that's just an observation and I just say it in a matter of fact way as an observation. I have no feelings about it either way. It just is. It's just a statement. It's just an observation of truth, of fact, something that I see and I just say it. and people interpret that as judgmental or something. And it's not. I promise it's not. Like, I do have opinions about things, of course, certain things, but like most of the time when I just make a matter of fact observation, it's just that. And it's not judgment. Like, people tend to lace their own agendas and their own stuff into what you say, and then that bounces back how they want to hear it so that they can have a problem with it or something. And that really has always bothered me, because people misunderstand me a lot because of that. And I'm just like, look, if I make a statement like I go to the gym and I'm literally the most clothed female there, they assume that I'm like judging, these other gals who choose to walk around in tiny little booty shorts and a teeny tiny little sports bra and nothing else. That's how they come to the gym. It's true. I see it. I'm making a statement that it's true because I see it, because it's true. It's not a judgmental thing. I don't care. Why would I care? I'm just saying. Like, and like I said, I wouldn't just say it to say it. Like, I'm making a point. I'm getting to that. So I'm just caveating this whole thing with, I'm not being judgmental when I say this, because I have no reason to be judgmental. I'm just stating it as a fact. Okay, so when I go to the gym, I am the most fully clothed female there. 100% of the time. 100% of the time. And that's fine. Does it make me a little insecure? Maybe sometimes. I'm tiny and these gals are mostly string beans, and, being short, there's nothing I can really do about that, so I've just kind of accepted it. But sometimes it's like, well, I wish I could not feel like a little tiny child in chucks and sweatpants on the treadmill, when these big giraffe-like models strut past me all the time, like completely showing their wares, Again, not judgment. I'm just saying this is my perspective. Like, it does make me feel a little bit some kind of way about myself, not about them, about myself. So when we go there, it's kind of hit and miss. Most of the time I don't care. But sometimes it's just kind of like, I just sort of look at them and I'm like, why though? Because the workout clothes that I wear are perfectly functional. Sweatpants and a t-shirt. It's perfectly functional. It doesn't get in the way. It doesn't bunch up. It's not hindering my workout in any way, shape, or form. So I'm not sure what the point is to wear nothing but a sports bra and teeny tiny little shorts that I swear to God, I have seen them pick out of their butt so many times, because they are literally up their butt crack, like to the point of where I'm like, are you going to need like a little wipey? Do you need a little bag of wipes with you? Because I'm pretty sure the inside of your shorts are going to be gross when you're done. I mean, they are, again, no judgment. I just feel like it would be really uncomfortable to have spandex that far up your butt crack, like while you're trying to do stuff, because wedgies are no fun, especially when you're actively being active. So I don't know. They can't be comfortable. They can't be an asset to exercise. I just don't understand. Like, I just don't understand. I don't see any of the guys with shorts going up their butt cracks. They wear big baggy like basketball shorts. That's what JJ wears. Or like loose fitting tank tops or whatever. So I just, this whole society, I think about stuff. My brain is like a hamster wheel. It just goes. I think about this stuff and I'm just like, the whole women being, not all women, this is just obviously a generalization, but like society does have a thing with women wanting to be looked at and wanting to look their best at all times, whether they want to be looked at or not, I guess, but it is a thing. I mean, think about it. Hair products, hairstyles, makeup, shaperments, Spanx, diet plans, form-fitting clothing that's attractive and fits you well. I mean, God, the list goes on and on. Just women are obsessed with looking good all the time. And I don't mean that in like a vanity thing, because honest to God, I don't know why. I don't know why. Clearly, I don't have that. I don't care. I don't care. Uh, I just don't, but I don't know why. So that was my whole thing, was why are we so obsessed with looking good? And I'm including men in this too, because a lot of men are very into looking their best too. It's sort of always been a societal pressure towards, females. Yes, men wear makeup now. I understand that. And men do style their hair and take care of their skin. I understand that. But you know what I'm saying. Predominantly, it has always been the female gender that has been known as the things to look at, the pretty things, and dudes can kind of just look however they want if they want. And if a woman looks anything but awesome, it's like judge, 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 like ignore, 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 like da 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 da. Like, I mean, you get what I'm saying. Like, this isn't my opinion. I'm just saying this is kind of how it is. This is kind of how it's always been. We're getting better. We are getting better, which is great. But why, though? I don't understand the end game. I don't understand the point. Because to me, why does it matter? Why does it matter? Like, biologically, I can kind of understand. Biologically, I can kind of understand, like, the whole wanting to attract a mate thing. That's, like, purely biological instinct, prehistoric leftover caveman stuff. I kind of get that part of it. But overall, I just don't understand why we need to be beautiful. It's like, talking about the ads again, it's like we wear makeup because our skin is gross. First of all, who cares? I've never once met a guy, okay? I've been friends with a lot of guys and I've dated a lot of guys. You guys know. Not once in my entire freaking life has a guy ever commented on my complexion. Good or bad. Ever. Never. And you could easily dismiss that as saying, oh, well, they were being polite because I have a history of acne and they didn't want to say the wrong thing. No, trust me, guys don't notice, guys don't care. And if they do, they're shallow. Run far away. So I don't get, like, and some people are like, oh, well, it's not about looking good for guys. We want to look good for ourselves. Fine, but why? Like, genuinely, why? This isn't a challenge. This isn't me challenging your reasoning. I just want to know why, legitimately. Like, I have no need. I don't personally feel the desire to look good for myself. That's a bizarre sentence to me. Like, I'm not looking at myself unless I walk in front of a mirror. I don't see myself all day. Like, so really, aren't you looking good for other people? Because other people see you and you're going out in public and you want to look nice. Well, you want to look nice for other people to see you looking nice, right? I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense, unless you literally go out with a mirror in front of your face all day long. And you're just looking at yourself going, yes, I look good. I did that for me. I just don't understand. I don't understand. And like, you see all these ads too. Like I was saying, talking about that. Like the form shaping stuff and like the makeup, or like, the eyebrow grooming, hair products, the clothes, the diets, the exercise, the stuff, like, but at the same time, we're promoting that all women are beautiful. How can all women be beautiful if there's all of these things out there to try to change us into something more beautiful? It's a little contradictory. And also, bottom line, why do we need to be beautiful? Why does it matter? Why does it matter? Like, don't tear each other down and don't be dicks to each other. My name is Darren and I am not a dick. If you don't get it, don't worry about it. But if you get it, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, tearing each other down is bad. Like when I see posts about a plus size lady rocking a certain outfit or something, oh boy, the comments are always a bee's hive of one of two different types of comments. It's always like heavily laden on either side. One is criticizing how she looks because she's plus size and shouldn't be wearing that and she should lose weight and she looks terrible and blah, 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 blah. And then the other side is talking about how rude those people are and how she's beautiful and she can wear whatever she wants and she absolutely is stunning and all this stuff. So I don't know why it's either one or the other. Like, we have to tear these people down, which is bad. I don't advocate for that. That sucks. People suck. Don't do that. But I also don't know why we have to harp on like, oh, she's beautiful, she's stunning, like, she's amazing, like, oh, yes, go girl, ooh. Like, fine, but why though? I don't understand the overly empowering comments that people make and why we need that. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't like it. I know some of you guys do this, and it's fine. It's fine if you want to do it. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. This is why I haven't brought it up until now. It makes me very uncomfortable when people call me queen. Oh, I don't like that. I don't want to be on some weird queen-like pedestal. Dude, I'm just a person. I'm a person who talks to her phone in her bedroom next to a giant monkey with no makeup on, wearing her pajamas. Please do not call me a queen. I appreciate if you respect what I have to say and care about what I have to say and want to be here to engage in this with me. But please don't put me on like a queen pedestal. I'm not. I'm really not. And I don't like it. And it makes me uncomfortable when people just fawn on me like that. Like, if I even just say like one little thing, like, oh my God, I look like crap today, whatever, I don't care. Obviously I don't care, because if I cared, I would do something about it. I would have put makeup on or done my hair, taken my hair out of a ponytail, or put on something other than pajamas. Like, if I actually cared that much, I would have. I mean, I have control over this. You aren't just like somebody who dropped by unexpected at my house and this is what I look like. Like, I have control over this. You know what I mean? So if I'm just like, oh, I look like crap today, but whatever, I just kind of look like a hobo. Like, it's just an off remark to just sort of head off like coming comments from, it's like I'm acknowledging it for you. I'm acknowledging it for the people who are like, is she really filming a video like this? Like, does she know what she looks like? Is she aware of how homeless she looks like during this video? Like, oh my God, how could she even record a video like this? I don't care about the judgment. I just don't want to hear people just say dumb things sometimes, and I just don't want people to think that I'm not aware of it. So I just kind of address it and then move on. That's like all it is. And then when people come at me like, oh, you're beautiful all the time and you're just so beautiful no matter what. I mean, thank you. I appreciate you. That's very nice of you and very sweet, but please don't do that. It makes me so uncomfortable because I know you don't mean it. I just feel like over the top showering people with compliments thing is really insincere. It's just like an overcompensation, and that's what it feels like. It feels like a big gloss over, yeah, you do look kind of homeless today, but I don't want to be rude and agree with you and say that, so I'm going to go over the top complimenting you with, you look beautiful no matter what. Like, I'm sorry. I just don't buy it when people do that. Like, if I make an effort and I dress up and I put makeup on and I do my hair real nice and I put on a nice outfit and stuff, and somebody's like, oh, wow, you look really nice. That feels good. That's sincere. That makes me feel good. But if I genuinely look like a homeless person on video and people are falling all over me in the comments telling me how beautiful I am no matter what, it just feels like one of those shallow things, like where it's like they just don't want to agree with me and they just want to lift me up from a place that I'm not at anyway. So it just feels weird, and that's how I feel about things like that. And I just don't understand why we need to do that in the first place, because I don't feel the need to be beautiful all the time. I don't really care if I'm beautiful or not. I don't care. I mean, I really don't. Who do I have to be beautiful for? My boyfriend? I'm sorry, but he loves me. I've been with the guy for almost 4 years. I'm locked in, and he likes me. We went on our first date. I wasn't wearing makeup. And that was the first time he ever saw me without makeup. And guess what? He stuck around. So he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He loves me for who I am. Like, he thinks that I'm super cute no matter what. And I think that's awesome. And it is important to be physically attracted to the other person. But I mean, this is my face. You know, no matter how many pimples I get, you know, if I put on like 10 pounds or something, or no matter how gray my hair gets, which by the way is getting pretty gray right now, like I still look like me. I am still me. He's already in love with me. It's fine. Like I don't need to be a peacock to attract a mate just to frump down a couple years later and go, okay, well, I can finally be myself again and not wear makeup anymore and stop trying and gain a little weight. It's like I feel like that's not nice. I feel like doing that isn't nice. Like luring somebody in. JJ and I talked about this the other day. He's like, I feel like that's lying. He's one of those guys who feels like over makeuping and over presenting yourself to the point of where you don't really even resemble yourself anymore to look good. He thinks that that's deceptive, and it is. I mean, it really is. Like, I don't know. I just don't know any other reason why anybody would make an effort to look good or look beautiful. Like, I mean, yeah, nobody wants to go out in public looking grungy. Like, I understand that, and that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying people should just do whatever. I'm just saying, like, I don't get why we're always striving for that I'm beautiful thing. And if you're beautiful no matter what, as people keep trying to preach now, then why do we keep trying so hard to do things to be beautiful? If we're beautiful no matter what, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand. I'm so confused. Which one am I supposed to listen to? Am I beautiful the way I am? Or am I supposed to buy makeup and hair products and Spanx and go on a diet or not? Or buy plus size clothing or try to not be plus size? Like, what am I supposed to do? Or am I good? Because we're shouted both things at the same time from both directions. And I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand why it even matters. I don't understand why it matters. I just don't understand why it matters. I don't understand. I've never gotten the whole I have to be physically attractive thing, and I have to do these certain things to make myself attractive within these parameters. Why? Like, why? Like, actually legitimately answer me. Why does it matter? Tell me. Why? And don't be like, oh, just because I want to look good. Yeah, but why? Look good for whom? Look good for why? To what end? Why? Why do we need to be beautiful? Why can't we just be what we are? Like, why does it always have to be like, oh, you're so beautiful all the time? First of all, it's insincere. And that bugs me. I mean, it's not always insincere, but just that, the over flooding in the media of every woman is beautiful. I'm sorry? Not everyone is beautiful. I'm sorry. Please don't cancel me, but they're not, okay? I'm not going to use harsh words like ugly or whatever. It just doesn't matter. Like, some people are naturally beautiful. It doesn't really matter, but it is. I'm pretty average. I'd say that I'm pretty average, bordering homely, and I don't care. I'm certainly not beautiful. I would never use that adjective to describe myself, and I don't want others to use it to describe me because it's not true, and I feel like it's just one of those things that people say to each other, women, just to say it because that's what we're supposed to say, because that's how we're supposed to feel, and it's not always true. It just isn't true. JJ might find me beautiful because he's madly in love with me, and that's okay. Has he ever told me that? Maybe like twice. He says other stuff, but that's not an adjective that he's fond of using. He said lots of other complimentary things. I hear cute a lot, and I own that. I'm cute. I'm damn cute. But beautiful? No, I'm thinking not so much for me. And that's okay because I don't feel the need to be. Because why? This is really long. I'm sorry. I've always struggled with understanding people's obsession with physical attractiveness, I guess. I don't quite get it. Like, if somebody's plus sized, by the way, the word fat is not a bad word. It's not a bad word. You can say someone is fat. It doesn't mean it's an insult. It just, someone's skinny, someone's fat. It doesn't mean one or the other is bad. It just is. It's just a descriptive word. I've never understood that either. I've always used the word fat, and people are like, oh my god, you can't say fat. It's like plus sized or big boned or full figured or curvy. I'm like, but it's fat. They're fat. Just like they're skinny. Why can I say skinny, but I can't say fat? It's literally just opposite adjectives. That's all it is. Struggles with autism. Anyway, so I never mean anything by anything that I say, but I do come off apparently as judgmental or rude when I'm just saying a fact with no opinion or weight behind it whatsoever. And I guess I'm not PC. I wasn't programmed to be PC because I don't understand PC. I don't understand people being offended by words. That's a whole nother thing all by itself. There's only 3 words in this entire world that make me cringe hard. And that's the hard N word, the N word with the hard R. You know what I mean? The long F word with the double G and it ends with a T. That word bothers me a lot because that is a really ugly word. Both of those are really despicably ugly words. So, I mean, yes, being offended by certain words is understandable because of how it is meant. Like, there's just some words that you use with that intent. You know what I mean? Fat is not one of them. But those 2 words definitely. I'm not going to tell you the 3rd word because I feel like people are going to use it against me. JJ knows what it is. Because it's not typically a bad word or an offensive word, but it just kind of bothers me for a personal reason. But I'm not going to put it out there just because I feel like people use it against me because people suck. Not you guys, but a lot of people suck and they will find this and they will do it. So yeah, I just don't get the obsession. Or not really maybe obsession, but like the societal strive to be beautiful. I just don't know why it matters. Like, my brain is my brain. My thoughts are my thoughts. Everything that I do has literally nothing to do with how I look at all. Zero. I could be the most deformed, hideous thing on the entire planet. I'd still make YouTube videos. I could be the most gorgeous, supermodel-y looking thing on the planet. I'd still make YouTube videos and I'd still have the same opinions and I'd still have the same thoughts. I don't get it. And I don't like the insincere flattery that flies around just because that's what we're supposed to do to build each other up. Is it really, though? It's counterproductive. If we're actually trying to build each other up, find something specific to compliment about somebody that you genuinely feel deserves to be complimented. Like, don't just generally be like, oh, but she's so beautiful. She's stunning. Like, it's just too, I don't know. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Sometimes it's really hard for me to get my point across in a concise way, and I certainly can't do it in under 30 minutes, apparently, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. I'm so sorry. I hope all of this made sense. If you have thoughts and opinions, I'd love to hear them. And if I came off as offensive or judgy at any point, please understand that I was not. I just say things, and hashtag autism, it comes out weird, and, this is the whole thing. So, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for 5 minutes and listening to my whatever that was. And I'll see you guys next time. So don't forget to watch out for the sheep as always. Vlog phrase of the day is Betty Botter bought some butter. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. Love you all so much. Okay, bye.